Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we explore the incredible complexities of the kidneys. Today, we are diving into a topic that is absolutely critical, especially for those living with end-stage renal disease or ESR. Have you ever thought about what keeps your body running on a moment-to-moment basis? What powers every single muscle twitch, every nerve signal, every single heartbeat? Imagine your body as a bustling, high-tech city. For this city to function, it needs a stable and reliable power grid. Now, imagine what happens when that power grid is compromised. That's a bit like what happens in the body of someone with ESRD. Their kidneys, the master regulators of the body's internal environment, are no longer working as they should. So what steps in to manage the city's power? The answer lies in something you've probably heard of but maybe have unthought about in this way: electrolytes. We're not just talking about what's in your favorite sports drink. For someone with ESRD, electrolytes are the stars of a life-sustaining electrical balancing act. They are the invisible orchestra conductors, ensuring every system plays in harmony. When the kidneys can't filter the blood properly, this delicate balance can be thrown into chaos, leading to serious, even life-threatening complications. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on this unseen orchestra. We'll explore the major players, sodium, potassium, and calcium, and understand why managing them is not just a suggestion, but a fundamental necessity for survival. We will look at how these tiny charged particles conduct the electricity of life and what happens when their levels go haywire. This isn't just about diet. It's about understanding the core principles that keep the body functioning against the odds. So stick around as we unravel the critical role of electrolytes for renal patients. First up in our electrolyte orchestra is sodium. Sodium is probably the most well-known electrolyte, often associated with salt and blood pressure. And for good reason. In the body, sodium is the primary regulator of fluid balance. Think of it like a magnet for water. Wherever sodium goes, water follows. This is crucial for maintaining the right amount of fluid in your blood vessels and in the cells throughout your body. For a person with healthy kidneys, any excess sodium consumed in their diet is easily filtered out and excreted in urine. The body maintains a perfect equilibrium. But for someone with ESRD, this system is broken. The kidneys can't get rid of the extra sodium, so it starts to build up in the bloodstream. And what happens when sodium builds up? Water follows. This leads to fluid overload, a major concern for renal patients. The extra fluid increases the volume of blood circulating in the body, which forces the heart to work much harder. This strain can lead to high blood pressure or hypertension. Over time, chronic high blood pressure can damage the heart and blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. But that's not all. The excess fluid can also leak out of the blood vessels and into the surrounding tissues, causing swelling, a condition known as edema. You might see this in the ankles, legs, and even around the eyes. In severe cases, this fluid can accumulate in the lungs, a dangerous condition called pulmonary edema, which makes it incredibly difficult to breathe. That's why a low-sodium diet is one of the cornerstones of managing ESRD. It's not just about taste. It's about preventing a cascade of fluid-related complications and protecting the heart. Dialysis helps remove this excess sodium and fluid. But careful dietary management between treatments is absolutely essential. Now, let's talk about the second key player in our orchestra: potassium. If sodium is the master of fluid, potassium is the master of muscle and nerve function. Every time your heart beats, every time you contract a muscle, and every time a nerve sends a signal to your brain, potassium is involved. It plays a vital role in the electrical signaling within cells. It helps create the electrical potential across cell membranes that allows nerves to fire and muscles to contract. This is especially true for the heart muscle, which relies on a precise rhythm of electrical impulses to beat correctly. For a healthy individual, the kidneys are incredibly efficient at keeping potassium levels within a very narrow, safe range. They excrete any excess to prevent it from building up. But in ESRD, this safety mechanism is gone. Potassium, which is found in many healthy foods like bananas, oranges, potatoes, and tomatoes, can quickly accumulate in the blood to dangerous levels. This condition is called hyperkalemia. Why is high potassium so dangerous? Because it directly interferes with the heart's electrical system. Mildly elevated potassium might not cause noticeable symptoms, but as levels rise, it can lead to muscle weakness, fatigue, and tingling sensations. The most severe risk, however, is its effect on the heart. Hyperkalemia can cause irregular heartbeats, known as arrhythmias. It can slow the heart rate down dramatically, and in the worst-case scenario, it can lead to cardiac arrest, the heart stopping altogether. This is why renal patients are often on a strict low-potassium diet. They have to be incredibly careful about the types and amounts of fruits, vegetables, and even some dairy products they consume. It's a constant balancing act. They need enough potassium for basic cell function, but not so much that it becomes toxic. Regular blood tests are done to monitor potassium levels closely, and dialysis is crucial for removing the excess potassium that builds up between sessions. Managing potassium is a life or death matter for those with ESRD. Our third and final major player in this electrolyte orchestra is a duo that works in tandem: calcium and phosphorus. You probably associate calcium with strong bones and teeth, and you'd be right. About 99% of the body's calcium is stored in our skeleton. But that remaining 1% circulating in our blood is incredibly active, playing a vital role in muscle contraction, nerve function, and blood clotting. Phosphorus, or phosphate, is its partner. It's also essential for building strong bones and teeth, and it's a key component of our cell's energy currency, adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. In a healthy body, calcium and phosphorus exist in a finely tuned inverse relationship, managed by the kidneys and a hormone called parathyroid hormone, or PTH. When phosphorus levels go up, calcium levels tend to go down, and vice versa. The kidneys help excrete excess phosphorus to maintain this balance. With ESRD, this beautiful partnership falls apart. The failing kidneys can no longer get rid of excess phosphorus, so its levels in the blood begin to rise. This condition is called hyperphosphatemia. As phosphorus levels climb, they pull calcium out of the bloodstream, causing low blood calcium or hypocalcemia. The body senses this low calcium and tries to fix it. The parathyroid glands go into overdrive, pumping out huge amounts of PTH to try and raise blood calcium levels. How does it do this? By pulling calcium directly from its largest reservoir, the bones. Over time, this constant leaching of calcium weakens the bones, leading to a condition called renal osteodystrophy. The bones become brittle, painful, and prone to fractures. But the danger doesn't stop there. The excess phosphorus in the blood can bind with the calcium that's being pulled from the bones. This creates hard, crystal-like deposits in soft tissues throughout the body. These deposits, known as calcification, can form in blood vessels, making them stiff and narrow, which significantly increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. They can also form in the heart, lungs, and skin, causing a range of severe complications. So, for ESRD patients, management involves a three-pronged approach. First, a low-phosphorus diet, limiting foods like dairy, nuts, beans, and processed foods. Second, medications called phosphate binders, which are taken with meals to prevent the absorption of phosphorus from food. And third, special forms of vitamin D to help manage PTH levels and calcium absorption. It's an incredibly complex interplay, and managing the calcium-phosphorus balance is crucial for protecting both the bones and the cardiovascular system. So as we've seen, managing electrolytes in ESRD is far more than just watching your salt intake. It's a complex daily effort to conduct an orchestra without its main conductor. Sodium, potassium, calcium, and phosphorus each play a critical role, and when their levels are out of sync, the consequences can be severe, affecting everything from blood pressure and heart rhythm to bone strength and tissue health. The management strategy is a true partnership between the patient, their doctors, and their dietitians. It involves strict dietary restrictions, a carefully managed medication regimen, and of course, the life-sustaining process of dialysis, which acts as an artificial kidney to help remove excess electrolytes and waste products from the blood. It's a testament to the resilience of the human body and the advancements in modern medicine that people can live with ESRD. But it highlights the incredible and often underappreciated work our kidneys do for us every single day. They are the master chemists, the fluid managers, and the power grid operators of our internal city. Understanding this invisible orchestra gives us a deeper appreciation for the challenges faced by renal patients and the importance of every dietary choice and every treatment session. It's a constant, vigilant balancing act to keep the music of life playing. I hope this deep dive has given you a clearer picture of the body's unseen orchestra and why electrolyte balance is so paramount for those with kidney disease. It's a complex topic, but understanding the why behind the strict rules can be empowering. If you found this video helpful or informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. to our channel for more content that explores the wonders of the human body. And if you know someone who might benefit from this information, please share it with them. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.